A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News, coming to you live and direct in the Newsfirst studio here in Colombo. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Before we go into the stories in detail, here's a look at the headlines.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe to participate in a number of bilateral discussions during his visit to Japan. The crocodile which was languishing in the seas of Goldface Green captured. Elder brother of Dunesh Priyashanta, alias Kundea, accepts that he murdered Seya Sandeumi. Collapse of an earth embankment blocks section of the Galle-Mapalagama road. ISIS blows up ancient Arch of Triumph in Palmyra.
Now on to those stories in detail. The CID today informed that the elder brother of Dunesh Priyashanta, alias Kundea, had accepted that he murdered Seya Sandeumi in Kota Deniava.
This was revealed when the two brothers who were arrested over the murder were produced before the Minuwangoda Magistrates Court. Seya Sandeumi was raped and murdered on the 12th of last month. The police later arrested chief suspect Dunesh Priyashanta, alias Kundea, and his elder brother following further investigations into Seya Sandeumi's death.
Meanwhile, the Human Rights Commission of Sri Lanka says that it has launched an investigation over the arrest of schoolboy and a father of one over the Sandeumi homicide. Legal consultant of the HRC, attorney at law Nimal Punchiheva, said that the respective police officers, complainants and the accused will be summoned before the commission on the 8th. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who is on an official visit to Japan, is slated to participate in a number of bilateral discussions today as well. We are now joined by Shahendra Rampathy, who is currently standing by in Tokyo, Japan, to bring us more details on this.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe first met with the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Japan, Fumio Kishida, this morning. During this meeting, the Foreign Affairs Minister said that Japan is committed to provide the required assistance to Sri Lanka in the international arena. Thereafter, Prime Minister Wickremesinghe attended a luncheon hosted by the Japan-Sri Lanka Business Cooperation Committee, which was held at the Hotel New Otani in Tokyo. During this meeting, Chairman of the committee, Tadayuki Seki, said that the friendly ties between Sri Lanka and Japan will further strengthen under the new government of Sri Lanka. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that Sri Lanka is ready to make economic and political reforms in accordance with the constitution of the country. Prime Minister Wickremesinghe added that Sri Lanka has a suitable environment to become the investment hub in the South Asian region. The Premier also invited Japanese investors to Sri Lanka.
We met with the foreign minister and we requested that Japan get integrally involved in the process of able to take Sri Lanka forward with the assistance of Japan. They were ready, willing and able. They said they had fond memories and the opportunity that has been opened up now, and they appreciate that Sri Lanka has been transparent in the recent attempts and that they will be willing to assist Sri Lanka in their march forward.
The second session of the discussions led by Honorable Prime Minister together with Honorable Finance Minister and myself and other officials with the Japan-Sri Lanka Business Committee representatives. And then there were 5 representatives from 5 leading companies like Toyota, Mitsubishi, Mitsui and other larger corporate sector companies. And then they have explained how much they have invested in Sri Lanka so far and how many employees are employed at the moment in their investment establishments. And apart from that, there are some proposals to improve investment opportunities in our country in near future. So then after this there will be more important discussions towards trade, industries and commerce, and bilateral talks with Honorable Prime Minister of Japan tomorrow morning.
Later today, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe will hold bilateral meetings with Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance Taro Aso, following which he will hold bilateral talks with the Minister of Internal Affairs and Communications, Sanai Takichi. Thereafter, Prime Minister Wickremesinghe is expected to meet with the Sri Lankan expatriates, and tomorrow will address the Japanese parliament, becoming only the third world leader to do so after US President Barack Obama and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. V News First will bring the details of Prime Minister Wickremesinghe's visit here in Japan. I'm Shanju Rampati, News First, Tokyo, Japan.
Well, as mentioned on the headlines, the Road Development Authority says that a decision has been reached to temporarily close the section from Kokmadua to Imadua on the Southern Expressway due to the prevalent weather conditions. Now, Director of the Operations and Maintenance Unit of the Road Development Authority, S. Opathis, said that another landslide-prone area location has been identified in close proximity to the locations that were traced earlier.
Meanwhile, the Landslide Research and Risk Management Unit of the NBRO says that the newly traced landslide-prone location will be subjected to further examinations. Director of the Landslide Research and Risk Management Unit, RMS Bandara, says that swift measures will be taken to remove the water that is stagnated at the internal and central parts of the location.
Meanwhile, the Disaster Management Centre says that it has taken steps to install rain gauges along the stretch between Kokmadua to Imadua along the Southern Expressway. Vehicular movement has been, meanwhile, disrupted owing to the collapse of an earth embankment along the Gaul-Mapalagama road. Our correspondent said that the mound of earth had cascaded down close to the Nagoda hospital. The police have advised motorists to use alternate routes due to this. Meanwhile, the Met Department forecasts showers or thunder showers in the northern, western, central and Sabaragamu provinces and in the Gaul and Mathura districts. The Met Department goes on to note that thunder showers will develop at most places after 2 p.m. today. Temporary localized strong winds are also expected during thunder showers.
Batuda Road and Gabudu Road in Mathura were inundated owing to the incessant weather conditions. Residents and motorists were heavily inconvenienced owing to this. Meanwhile, our correspondent noted that a number of houses have been submerged owing to the overflowing of the canals located along the Mathura, Tudava and Pragati roads. Meanwhile, the lives of the people living in Agarapathana Nuvarelia has come under threat due to the heavy mist that is prevalent due to the rainy weather conditions.
The crocodile, which was languishing in the seas of Gorface Green, has been captured.
Our correspondent said that the rogue crocodile was nearly 12 feet in length. Area residents had informed the wildlife officials about the crocodile, and the reptile was captured with the assistance of wildlife officials and lifeguards. Wildlife officials state that the health of the crocodile had deteriorated after swimming in salt water for a number of days. Our correspondent said that the wildlife officials had taken steps to free the crocodile into a safer and more conducive habitat.
Well, that's a wrap of lunchtime news. Remember, to stay ahead, you need to stay close to News First. For that, you simply need to log on to our website, www.Newsfirst.lk. I'm Stephanie Lazarus. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Take care.